Racers, this is the rider brief for the Fox Superflow Atherton edition. This is the second round of 3 rounds in North Queensland, and we are loving it up here. The weather is perfect. Let's talk about, first of all, let's thank a few people. Tablelands Regional Council, who helped us get up here. Thank you for all your support. We love you guys. The local mountain bike club, they're awesome and have been very, very helpful, and we can't wait to work with them more. Let's run through a few things. When you arrive at the village, you're about 4 k's along Rifle Range Road. You'll see the Red Bull tent and our van. Parking is on the road, so please everybody park as far over to the left as you can. If it looks like the road is too narrow where you are, then maybe go back a bit, leaving enough room. Of course, we need to get emergency vehicles in here if we have an emergency, but thank you. The road is closed, so there's no shuttling on the road and there's no traffic on the road, and we thank the parks for helping us out with that. We have a permit for closing the road. Let's run through the tracks. Fox track is Ricochet, awesome track. It's about 280 metres of climbing. I'm about 2/3 of the way up now, about another 100 metres to go. This is the view, it's awesome. So Fox track is a downhill track, so there's going to be some A and B lines, and just to keep a little bit cautious on that in your first run. Make sure you learn the track before you ride. You get, of course, 5 runs on every track. The second track, I'm going to go to Laser, which is normally our third track. Laser starts at the same place and is Yahoo Wahoo, and it travels down and joins into track 4 for the last little section. It's about 4 k's long, so it's again, that 280 metres of about 4 k's long. It's a fabulous track. You guys are going to love it. I rode it yesterday. It was a bit slippery at the top because it had a bit of water. It's drying out really fast, and I think it's going to tack up to be just mint. So that's going to be great. And now the third track, which normally is our stands track, which is again our stands track, starts over at Bandy. It's a long way away from the start of the other two, almost in the opposite direction. You can possibly see it. It's just up there. Bandy, and then after Bandy, I'm going to extend that track a little bit. We were originally going to do Ridgy Didge, which the club has said don't bother, it's not that good and it takes you a long way away from the village. We're going to head from there. We're going to do track 10, which brings you back towards the bottom of the village, to give you your best value run. There is a couple of little pinchy climbs in that and one little flat section across the top, but it's well worthwhile to get you the maximum amount of runs for your maximum amount of gravity for your climbing. It'll bring you right down to just about 300 metres away from the race village too, so you can finish that, come and have a drink, come and have a burger at the club barbecue. So the club are putting on a barbecue. It's going to be fantastic. They've got beef burgers and chicken burgers, and they're for $10 you get a burger and a drink. You can't go wrong with that.
Bring your cash.
Bring cash, yeah, of course. Thanks, Joe. It's Joe's birthday today. We're going to let her get away with that one. She's only 25, who'd have thought? Yeah, so club barbecue, they'll operate from maybe 10, maybe 11, and it'll be nice and casual. We're only 10 minutes mountain bike ride from the centre of Atherton, so you know, you're not far away from anything here, so it's going to be nice and chilled. We'll have lots of fun. Obviously we've got first aid coming out early tomorrow morning. We've got about 8:30, we've got the council coming out. We're going to do a quick rider safety brief. It won't take long. Saturday morning, and a bike shop. The local Northern Bikes are going to come out and offer some neutral support over the weekend. They're a great bunch of guys. You're going to enjoy working with them. I think they're also racing, so awesome. Entries are still open, so please, if you have any friends, if you have any female friends especially, we've got 20% at the moment female riders, and that's awesome. Bring them along. It's a very social format. You can ride with your mates, and that's the best thing about mountain biking across the board, and it's certainly the best thing about a rocky trail race. Have I forgotten anything, Joe?
Just the timing. When are we actually racing on the weekend?
Racing starts, timing starts from 9 and finishes at 3:30. You've got to be up the top of the hill by 3:30 to get a run in. It's going to be very casual. If you've got 13 hours, so racing starts at Saturday morning at 9 o'clock and finishes at Sunday at 3:30. So you've got 6.5 hours each day to get your racing in. So come and do some runs, go back to your accommodation, relax for the afternoon, go visit some of the fabulous sites and places around Atherton, and then come back the next day and do it the same again, and then you can leave early, and that's great. We will have a little informal presentation at the end of the weekend, but if you're here for it, if you're not here for it, we'll mail you your winning.
And how do you get into results? How does it work?
Oh, so
We've got lots of new riders up here.
There'll be QR codes. There'll be QR codes scattered around the village. You'll be able to link those on your phone, and you'll be taken straight to the results. And
Sorry, how many runs do we need to do?
You need to do 1 run on each track to get a result. Of course, you can do up to 5. Is that it? I think that's it. Spectators, please register as well. We just need to keep your spectator registration. That's just a COVID thing. But you guys all know about that stuff. And we can't wait to see you racing. It's going to be awesome. Whoop!